Today is Bitcoin's birthday. It has officially been on the market for 16 years. With that being said, I wanted to take y'all back on a little journey to see what it's done around this time in the past. And with that being said, I want to welcome y'all to the Go Getter Crypto Club. My name is Ro. Let's get it. Man, this thing has gone from under a penny to over $100,000 in 16 years. About. Actually, it was just under 16 years that it was able to do that. But anyway, this article goes on to talk about Satoshi Nakamoto, which is the creator of Bitcoin or creators. And it talks about the release of the Bitcoin white paper, which, again, every single one of y'all should read this. It's very, very important. And it goes on to talk about how it's just come up throughout the years and how now it's getting added to 401k plans. It's outpacing gold ETFs. Tech companies are buying more. Financial giants like BlackRock, which is one of the largest, if not the largest in the world, is starting to leverage Bitcoin. The one thing they don't mention is the fact that countries, nation states are starting to buy Bitcoin. And this is, like I've said in my videos before, this is going to be a really big deal. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be talking about this more in future videos. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to take you on a little journey about Bitcoin to kind of give you an idea of what's possible here. So as you can see, Bitcoin's sitting at around $98,100 as of right now. I have this on the weekly, and I'm also using Bitstamp as the exchange because Bitstamp goes back a little bit further than some of these other exchanges. So anyway, here is where we were at 4 years ago. And let me take the line away. That way you can kind of see what was going on around there. So this is on the weekly. And as you can see, during this time, 4 years ago, Bitcoin was going on what's called a Santa rally. And it went all the way up, all the way until sometime the week of January 4th, and then it came back down. So let's go back another 4 years and see what it was doing. So I'm just doing this to show y'all how I get to Bitstamp. We're going to put this on the weekly. And we're going to look for 2017. Let's go back a little bit more. So 2016, 2017 right here. Okay, so these cycles for Bitcoin work in 4 years. And, obviously during that time, this is when Donald Trump was elected the first time. And as you can see, there was, somewhat of a rally during that time. And then, let me see here. Yeah, it had somewhat of a Santa rally during that time. If we scoot over, you can see it a little better. Yeah, the elections just happened and it's going on a rally. And then in January, of course, it takes a dip, which is pretty typical. And then later on in the year, it just keeps on going. Not all of it was just up only, but it does keep on going. But I just kind of wanted to show y'all what happens during this time every 4 years, because it works somewhat like clockwork. Yeah, so this is the week of the 26th, which goes into January, which goes into the new year. And this is the week of the second, and pretty much in January every 4 years we have kind of a pullback, and then it starts to go up. So let's check out what it did in 2013. All right, so here we are. All right. Election time. Boom, boom, boom. It just starts to go up. And it starts to go up. It does have, some sideways action here during the month of December. But then January comes around and blast off. And it's just really interesting to see how these things played off way back when, because we're watching things not exactly repeat, but definitely rhyme with all these years when you look back. And I think we're getting ready to do that again. In 2025, we're getting ready to see a massive upswing, something like this. And I believe it's going to start in January. I don't know for sure, but I believe it's going to start in January. And history has been, fairly consistent when it comes to Bitcoin. So sometime between January and right now, I'm thinking between January, March, maybe even into April, is when we're going to see altcoins start to rally, and they're going to follow suit after Bitcoin. It'll be Bitcoin first, and then Ethereum and Solana, and then a bunch of smaller market cap altcoins, and they're just going to continue to rise for a long time. And it could look something like this. This is several weeks right here. In fact, let's go back to we can go back to this one. But yeah, you will see this happen, and it's going to be a very exciting time. But there is going to come a time where it has to chill out. Things have to chill out, and we could see a nice little upswing like this, and then a crazy little crash like that. And these crashes and these upswings, they look big, but they are. But this one was about 80% up, and then it crashed about 33%. 34%. You know, and that could happen again. That could happen again this year. We could have 30 to 40% crashes. It's not uncommon in this space to see something like that with Bitcoin. You know, even 15 to 25% crashes are more than likely going to be coming during this bull market. But eventually, you know, when it's all said and done, I'm expecting to see something like this, where it goes and it peaks somewhere, and then the real crash comes. And you're going to have, you know, possibly a couple of weeks to cash out of Bitcoin. And then the altcoins are probably going to start to rally around, you know, 2 to 3 weeks later. That's what I'm guessing. But yeah, folks, we're in the start of what I would consider the real bull run, and definitely the start of the bull run of 2025. And right here, once this candle closes, which is going to be on Sunday, what is Sunday? The 5th. Once that candle closes, if it closes anywhere like this, that's an engulfing candle, which is usually a sign for upward movement. And it could do, you know, what I was talking about yesterday, where it kind of goes up, taps the 100,000, comes back down, taps the 91, 92 area, and then comes back up, and then bam. But then again, it could do the opposite. You know, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it could. But the other thing that could happen is it could fake us out, and then bam, we're down here at the 80K mark all of a sudden. But that does not make it bearish. You know, if it taps way down here at 90K, that does not make it bearish at all. It's still gonna be a really good pullback, but it's only gonna be 25%. And like I said before, and as you can see, just in this little chart right here, you can see some pretty crazy pullbacks. I mean, look at this one. Look at that. 54%. But this was in the last, this was in the peak of the last bull run. So 54%. And then it did another upswing. And then crashed back down another 51%. And then it continued to crash 77%. So y'all want to be out of it before y'all are in this area right here, wishing y'all had sold up here somewhere. Anyway, I wanted to just kind of break this down for y'all a little bit, talk a little bit about the history of Bitcoin, wish Bitcoin a happy birthday and all that good stuff. Hopefully y'all are you know, using this time to dollar cost average into whatever altcoins y'all are looking into. If you're not sure what kind of altcoins you want to be in, leave a comment below. Or if you want to talk about something else related to altcoins or anything like that, leave a comment below. Let me know what y'all are thinking. Like I said, I do want to give y'all my knowledge. I want to let you know from my perspective, you know, what I think about this market and where it's going. And I just wanted to continue to keep y'all safe. Watch out for the scammers. They're already commenting in my videos. Watch out for them. And, well, until the next video, peace.